What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this 355 breakdown and spoiler review. I will admit that this movie did look really generic when I saw it ahead of The King's Man, just like one of those movies like you just know you're not going to see it in cinema and wait till Netflix. But it did look interesting with every top female actor today being shoved in this movie. Despite the ensemble cast and pretty decent acting from Jessica Chastain, but she always hits. So it never really fulfills its offer of being a Mission Impossible girl boss movie. It really was a generic paint-by-numbers movie. This is mainly because half of the movie is a setup of a team of enemies turned friends, and they only really come together truly at the end, trying desperately to get a franchise set up here. Had it been an established team already, it could have been sort of like the Expendables or something, not really kind of bad people who do good things, but an actual, real colourful team set up. It might have worked if we'd skipped the awkward origins and not spent half the movie twisting and turning only for the real ending to be super simple, which must sound ridiculous in an ending explained video. Now, Sebastian Stan's Nick turns bad because the CIA do bad stuff, so he might as well get paid for it. The movie revolves around a drive that can hack into any single network and cause countrywide blackouts or planes to crash, which they seem to be doing quite a lot in this movie. The movie promises a group of badasses to stop World War III, but we spend the whole movie searching for this drive and crashing an auction. It really does not use the best of these actresses to the best of their abilities. It's hardly stopping nukes or having an epic fight between Tom Cruise and Henry Cavill in some toilets. But a shady geezer heads to Bogota to get his hands on the drive that can hack anywhere. Because, well, it can. Don't ask questions how, like blockchain, NFTs, digital ledger, dark web, IO port or something. He takes out all the people at the estate, and we cut to Mace and Nick being sent on a mission to Paris to get their hands on it after being kind of told that this is going on. Except all is not as it seems, as Nick is actually working for the dodgy guy at the start, who we barely see in the movie, and their boss at the CIA is also in on it as well, in secret. They run into Marie and Louise as all hell breaks loose, and the drive is taken along with all the money. Nick is then presumed killed, which upsets Mace due to their relationship, but this is like the first 10 minutes in the movie, so we don't really care that he's killed. And it seems weird. Now, the CIA boss says that he saw the body and confirmed the kill. He's actually lying, as Nick is alive and well and working to continue on being a douchebag. While Mace isn't in the clear and suspected by some of the CIA, she heads to her friend, a tech specialist, to get help on the drive. The thing is, these two and Nick have some history, but he was killed off straight away, so we really kind of don't really care about the betrayal or the relationship when it is revealed later on. Those two, as well as the other operatives, work separately to get the drive and keep it safe, leading to a huge firefight, and Penelope Cruz's character joins the girls as an inexperienced field officer who's more of a psychotherapist. Her colleague is killed, leading to a tense showdown when all the women decide to work together. Now, Cruz's character seemed like the most interesting. She was a wife, a mother, and not a field operative. But it's a real shame that they didn't at least try something a bit more with her. It doesn't really give her time to do anything. The beauty of ensemble cast is that it gives a chance for each and real kind of different character to work off each other. Think of like, Ocean's 11, and even like the female like I think it was Ocean's 8 or something. I thought that was cool. I enjoyed that. But here, it's just nothing. It's real cardboard characters. I feel like this movie, like I said, was very by the numbers. While the performances are good, the story was incredibly simplistic and almost no stakes really, as the drive is sought by every criminal, and eventually I just didn't really care. There was no overarching menacing villain, as the bad guys were two-dimensional, but they track it down to Morocco and fight there. The action is pretty bad, in my opinion, just a bit forgettable, really. It's not surprising considering it's directed by Simon Kinberg. Just look at Dark Phoenix. He really does have a hit-and-miss career. They secure the drive and take joint credit at the CIA, only for the boss to be killed by Lynn. She appears waiting for the drive for her own gain, but it turns out she took the CIA boss out as he was going to deliver it to the bad guys, and Mace and the rest are presumed to be killers. Bloody hell, I don't know, this movie really does suck, doesn't it? But this leads them to escape and track down the drive to an auction. While the auction is legit, selling ancient weapons there is a dark web auction for the drive. I'm not really sure what they all had to be there, but if they weren't there, it would not work for Lynn's plans, who wanted to use it as a fishing trap to get details on, like, America's Most Wanted, the world's most wanted, sorry. This is the Mission Impossible 1 scene, you know, the scene where they're in, like, that really fancy lobby, and Lupita's character hides up in the vents like Emilio Estevez, but doesn't get clapped by an elevator, or a lift in the UK. But the others try to kind of social engineer into a dark web auction, and the whole kind of Penelope Cruz's character is just really awkward and cringy, because what she does, she doesn't really do what she needs to do. It felt really off. It's here Nick reveals himself, and it just seems so casual. He just turns up and reveals his plan as the others try to track the drive, and we get a shootout, and Lynn reveals he sold him, or at least it's revealed, that Lynn sold him a fake. And it was the CIA's boss who did, like, the plane crashes to advertise the auction. However, Nick is in trouble as his boss finds out that it was a fake, as he spent like $500 million on it. Nick heads to get the real one as the women's families are held hostage, but I didn't really care. It didn't really seem that much of a stake, even though their families are going to be killed. I felt like the motivations were very dull and the villains were very 2D like this, but this is just money, and it didn't feel like there was a new world order or anything. It felt like a routine spy movie template. However, luckily Lynn had her camera glasses on and led the rest to where Nick was, and the day is saved. Nick gets back, and well, he is still in the CIA, as the women are disavowed, which just seemed really bizarre that he's just like, hey, yeah, I'm back. I'm not dead. However, the women head to his house and poison him and lock him up for him to be sent to a black site. I do feel like it would have been a bit stronger if we did actually have them already set up. They were a team. We're introduced kind of like they did in the Army of the Dead spin-off, the Army of Thieves. That worked really well. They were really kind of kooky, different characters, and they all brought their own thing, whereas here they were just all secret agents. And it just felt really nothing. It didn't feel like fun or anything to watch. It just was I would say the movie is competent. It's there. It exists. But it was just very, very dull. But that is it for this video. Let me know what you think down below. If you have a different opinion, let me know. Just remember, my opinions, they are, at the end of the day, opinions. And I'd love to hear yours down below. If you enjoyed the video, please do drop a like down below and subscribe with notifications on if you want more from us. And I'll see you soon, and goodbye.